You doing today? Or tonight, I should say. I was on here earlier. Decided to do another live stream. Man, I can't see shit on this thing. Let me see something. Yeah. Okay. Alright, that's better. Wait a minute. How you doing, YouTube? Anybody up there? Okay, notice just went out. Just gonna wait a couple moments. Well, I'm just going to start talking. Maybe people will jump on here. All right, here's what I got for you tonight on this Thursday night. I just noticed or saw, how you doing? Somebody stopped in there. Thanks for showing up. Just getting ready to talk about the two pandemics that are now rolling into America, evidently. They're claiming there's two pandemics going on simultaneously. We're getting ready. One is bird flu, and the other one is TB, tuberculosis, which is what Doc Holliday died today. What the hell, man? Okay. Doc Holliday actually died from TB way back in the day, and the old West. Anyway, TB came across the border with these people who are migrants or whatever you want to call them, border jumpers. And there was 14 cases found in California. Here's the deal. I'm telling you straight up, back about 3 years ago, during the other pandemic, I saw an interview of Bill Gates or Fauci or somebody, and they kept saying, "Oh, it'd be really bad if two pandemics hit at the same time." Here we go. What's the odds of that? I've been alive a long time. Usually don't, this is crazy. Like everything happens in the last, since 2019 when COVID came till now. We had a million different freaking crises and shit. And everybody's acting like it's just a regular day or something. No, these people are going into labs. They're paying buku bucks to whoever these scientists are that are playing around with, and they're making all kinds of shit to kill us with. This must be the pestilence and plagues that are in the Bible that they're releasing on us. And is there anybody on there? Yeah, how you doing? Yeah. So what I was saying is that they got two plagues rolling in now, according to what I heard, and the WHO's coming in like 14 days. World Health Organization for this treaty. Isn't that really, really convenient? All this is happening right now. I'm buying it. It's more bullshit. It's like all the train derailments, one right after the other, and they sit there and act like nothing's going on. No, these people are eliminating us. They're working their ass off to shorten the population. And you can say what you want. Most people probably ain't going to comply this time around, I would think. But then again, you don't know. A lot of people are cowards and they'll just go along to get along. But you know what? If we go along to get along, we're not coming out of this thing. Our economy's gone. Everything's gone. It'll ruin us. We can't go through another one of them pandemic things. Couple years, 3-4 years, lockdowns, and they'll have you with this bird flu comes in, like they're saying, and 14 cases of this TB over there, which is highly infectious. What you're going to have is a whole new stuff to wear, gloves, because the problem with TB, it gets in your skin as well. It comes through your skin. I was just hearing about this today, that literally you have to take 6 months worth of antibiotics to completely get it out of your system. And as it's dying off, or you're holding it off, it evidently goes through your skin, and dead skin cells fall away, and somehow comes out of you after 6 months with that antibiotics to hold it off. Now, they'll have people in gloves. And then the bird flu, literally the other day down in Texas, a guy that was a cattle rancher had bird flu all of a sudden, and his eyes were bleeding. It sounds like Ebola, or it looked like pink eye, but really, really bad. So that's gloves and now goggles. See, we did the mask. Yeah. What's next? Diapers? We already had face diaper. Maybe they'll just put one on the back end so you ain't got no leakage. This is getting crazy, dude. I'm telling you, that's where it's going to go. They're going to bring this same bullshit back on us. And I don't think we should stand for it. Yeah. First off, who the hell is the WHO, the World Health Organization, come over and tell a sovereign nation what to do? They're not elected. The people didn't agree with any of this. Now, if some asshole in the White House decided what's best for the people here, he can go pound sand, because he doesn't know what's best for himself. The dude can barely manage to walk upstairs or get on an airplane without falling on his face. So, like, I sure as ain't listening to any of this. The other thing is that with all this shit going on, we also have another threat that they're talking about, which is awful weird, because they're talking about the lights going out, and people thinking, oh, an EMP and all. They're talking about a sun CME or something, which is basically some kind of solar flare comes off and could hit the earth. And so, man, why is it all coming at once? Is that BS, or is that really going to happen? And if it does happen, I have to think, with all these things happening, that sure, I think that the diseases and stuff, like I said, made in the lab, but I think there's also supernatural power bringing us about. This is part of the end times, I guess. It's with all the CMEs and all this other crap going on, we're getting judgment. This is judgment coming down on Earth. I think so. Anyway, the other thing I wanted to go over real quick, I was talking about it earlier today. I did a video on my Josie Wales channel, and I think as of today, actually, that I might have wore off all my strikes on the Josie Wales channel. I think it was February 9th I had one the last time. Anyway, what they were saying, and I'm just, hey, how you doing? Who's that? What they were saying is that what's his name? Mayor Adams, New York, said that he had the Rikers Island getting ready for Trump, to put Trump in there if they needed to, and which, like I said, is bullshit. He's not a hardened criminal. He didn't murder 20 people or anything like that. Why would you put a guy like that into general population in Rikers Island? That doesn't make any sense. There's plenty of places, and all these Democrats that are getting caught for tax evasion, like Baltimore had several of them, and a bunch of others in different cities. I bet you they go to a nice country club type jail. I just want to say hello to whoever this. What's that? Linoli Shizu. Hello, can you resume for me, but a little slower and easier to understand, please? Sure. I was just talking about bird flu, and before, I don't know what time you came in on, but in the beginning I was talking about bird flu and what's that? Jeffrey Epstein. Bird flu and now TB, tuberculosis, two plagues that are seemingly coming back into or starting to ravage our country, is what they're getting ready to tell us. I don't know how far in we are to this pandemic, but according to what I just heard today, that there's a lot of bird flu popping up, and there's also, and evidently it's jumping from bird to cattle to human, which is no way that happened naturally. That's gain of function. That's, you can blame that on Anthony Fauci. What's it say? What's it? Am I okay? I seem nervous. Nah, I'm not nervous. I'm just talking. What's your name again? How do you say that? Linalee Shizu. Where are you from, Linalee? I guess you're not going to talk. Yeah, no, I'm just going over what I think's coming in the next couple months. Actually, within this month, you have a whole bunch of crazy shit getting ready to go down, and of course, nobody's speaking about it on mainstream media. I mean, they are, but hardly the way they should be, because we're about to have our rights stolen from us. It'll be same thing as the COVID-19 thing, and when that happens, you won't be able to go almost anywhere. It'll be a lockdown. Mark my words. If they get us halfway into that thing, we're done. So that's just my opinion on it. But anyway, wait a minute. I'm from, what's that? You're from Brazil? Yeah, I had somebody over on here from Brazil the other day. Can't remember his name. Yeah, I'm just basically, if I am nervous, it's because I'm worried about what's coming in the next couple weeks. And I don't think people are going to, a lot of people don't even realize we're going to get hit with another pandemic lockdown, and it's going to destroy everything unless we say no to this bullshit. And basically, that's the whole thing in a nutshell right there, is that we got to learn how to say no. These people weren't elected. They have no right or authority over us, especially the WHO coming over here from, other countries. We never elected them. And what makes them more of an expert than someone in our country? We have scientists in our own country that can look in on us and do that. What's that say? What's that? The Messiah's return or the wars? Oh. Wait a minute. What's that say in the bottom there? The wars. No, I'm just talking generally right now about the crap going on with the bird flu, and which is definitely a lab-made, lab-grown thing there, because that doesn't happen. It doesn't normally, viruses don't jump from one species to the other too easily, and maybe not at all, if I remember hearing correctly. I think Bill Gates and all them were talking about that a couple years back when that started. Literally, it's gain of function is what Fauci was doing, messing around with the bat DNA and shit from back in the day when the other pandemic came in. Wait a minute. Somebody pulling in behind me. Basically, now you made me lost my train of thought where I was going with this. I'm just saying we got to be prepared, because they're going to bullshit us again. And I think that it's up to everybody to stand up and say no. Absolutely. Let's just say maybe some kind of virus and bacteria are different, and it can be transmitted in different ways. Yeah, sure, probably. However, are you a scientist, and do you think that's what's going on here? Because I sure as hell don't. I've been alive for 60 years, and I know bullshit when I can see bullshit with how everything keeps happening. They keep trying, we had another train accident and another train accident and another train accident, and East Palestine just got covered in chemicals in Ohio. You see what I'm saying? nobody's investigating or questioning anything. That's what my problem is, you know. What's this? Maybe some. Wait a minute. Your accent is too what? It's too pretty, huh? Yeah. My accent is out of Philly originally and Delaware, so it's kind of not a pretty accent. You want a pretty accent, you don't go to Philadelphia for that. And where in Brazil are you from? Where in Brazil are you from? Anywhere near Rio de Janeiro? Maybe she jumped off. Here you go. We could say in English that is translated. Saint Spirit, Espirito Santo. Is that the name of the town you're from or the area? The only place I really knew was I've heard of was Rio de Janeiro, and there's another place in Brazil I know, and I can't think of it right now. Anyway, why I came on here is basically a heads up and a warning, because if people don't know about this, I think it's going to come rolling in, and people are going to get sucked into, follow the leader, put your mask back on, put your goggles or whatever. They're going to have you in lockdown. They're going to play the same game. I don't know how Brazil might not have been as bad as it was up here, and as bad as it was in parts of Europe. Were you guys in lockdown at all during, what do you call it, COVID? You want your grandpa to be like this, huh? Okay, that's cool. How old are you anyway? That be with me? Yeah, maybe you really are from Brazil. You don't speak very good English. Also, a tragedy occurred. 17. All right. Yeah, I could tell you were kind of young. And, wait a minute, what's it say? You can tell I'm old because I can't barely read this thing without squinting. Anyway, I see that there's only, two people on. I'm going to hop off this live stream. And what's that say? A tragedy occurred in the south of my... Tragedy occurred in the south of my what? Country? When was that? Just recently? A floor? Floor, I don't know. Floor meaning like the floor. Walking on the floor, did it cave in or something? Oh, a flood. I'm sorry. Maybe you tried to write flood on there. Oh, okay. A flood. How deep was the water? Pretty bad? Pretty high? Flood, yes. Flood. Flood. 2 O's. Okay. When did that happen? Was that just recently? Yep. Did the flood just happen recently? Recent. All right. Yeah. It's flooding all around the globe. and they're claiming it's what do you call it? Global warming. I don't buy it. I think it could be a lot of different things, but I don't buy the whole global climate change thing totally. I think that they're manipulating weather. Matter of fact, I know they are. They've admitted to it. They have been cloud seeding. So there's that. You put an extra stuff, extra water or extra what you call it, into the sky, and then they're capable of moving the clouds around with frequencies. They've done it already experimentally. What the hell you call that? There's a name for it. HARP. A HARP is this giant field of I can't think of what the hell they're called. It's up in Alaska, a super magnet type of thing, or super. It sends out major frequencies or something to literally. It can move clouds around the country. What's this say? Wait a minute. Many people lost their houses. Don't worry about my English isn't too good either. I've been here all my life. Don't worry about it. What's this say? Also, I learned English hearing music since I was a little kid. Oh yeah, do you got what kind of music do you like? Do you like rock and roll or country or some kind of traditional? I'm gonna bully you. No, I wouldn't. I don't bully people. Okay, yeah, I'm not into that, but it is what it is. What you like, so don't worry about it. And you know what? Tough shit when anybody thinks about what you like or anything. That's your right. I don't let anybody else's opinion affect how I feel. And that's the way you got to be in this world. Yeah, I'm not sure of any of that, but like I said, man, if that's what you like, that's what you like, dude. It is what it is. Anyway, you know what? I got to get rolling here. Thanks for stopping by. Nice to meet you. And feel free to come around again. On the way out, if you could you hit the thumbs up? And I'm going to call it a night. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by.